there's that. Now if we come up here, we can do NPC1. And we'll be able to do the same thing for NPC2, which we will put in the main room, and we'll just give him a simple little entry thing, like hello, welcome to this game or something. And we'll set this guy's color to be Gentile. And where is map? There it is. So there's that. And we'll go ahead and we'll add in NPC2 over to this side. Put him right there. Here. And we have our first NPC who wants to welcome us to the game. And then we will come up here. We have our other NPC who says, help me take these guys down. As of right now, we only have one guy. What we can do is we can come out here and we can add in our two mobs. So let's do add new guy item, mob 1. And again, this is just going to be heavily based off of the previous thing. So we're going to do that. Mob 1. And we need to base that off of enemy, whose inputs are a little different. But we have that there now. And then the other thing we'll want to do is come over here to map, and we'll change that to mob 1 and mob 2. And what we'll have them be different is that, what they'll be different with is the amount of health that they're going to have. So mob 1 is going to have 1 health like the normal guy, but mob 2 is going to have 5. That will make it 3. And of course we need to come over here and we need to make sure that this is protected. And base NPC also needs to have this be protected. There we go. And we have 1 errors here. That should have been resolved. Mob 2. Did we not give the constructor? Right? No, we did not. So, now if we go in and play, we still have the same game here. So let's go through now. And what we'll do to signify that this guy is a meaner guy is we'll have his color be yellow. And then we'll come over to here and we'll update him to be right over in this side. And then we'll come here. And we have our basic game with 2 NPCs and 2 mobs all completed. Come up here and kill him in 1 hit. If we come over here, it's going to take 1, 2, 3 hits to get that guy down. And then he's done. So, we have our basic game all set. Let's go over now, as AS96 requested, let's go through and show how we can do a save file system. So before we do that, I want to add in a filter. We're going to have an enemies filter, so we can put our 2 mobs in there and keep things a little more organized. And we're going to add in an NPCs filter, where we'll be able to keep the NPC guys to keep things again a little more organized. And then what we can also do is we can go through and we'll leave that alone for now. So there's our basic little game so far. Let's go through now and add in save files. So the way that the save system is going to work is that it's going to be very similar to what we already have, except we're just going to write our starting position and our starting room to an output file. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to have a header file called save system. And this is just going to be very basic. It's not going to be anything super complicated. We're just going to create a class called save system. And what this is going to do is it's going to have a basic method where we give it our data that we want to store, and we're going to basically output it to a we're basically going to be able to read and write certain data to a file. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have certain properties in here. So we want to have we want starting X and Y positions, and we want a string for the current map. So we'll need to come up here and include string. And when we create this, what it should do at start is it should look for a save file. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to include IOStream, as well as, from before, fstream. And what this is going to do is we're going to create an input file stream, if std if stream that we read from initially. So what we're going to do is we're going to open that up, and it's just going to be save test.sav is what we'll call it. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to say if input, basically checking that it's not null, dot exist. There was we'll just leave it like that then, because that should work. So if input, then what we want to do is we want to go through and read in everything. So we're going to input that into, we're going to input the X position, then we're going to input the Y position, then we're going to input the current map. And then input close. And then we're going to have a save method, and what this is going to do is it's going to take in a float X, float Y, float public, and what this is going to do is it's simply going to create an out stream, so OF stream output, and this is just going to be test.save. And then we're going to do output, and we're going to put in the X, Y, current map, and then output close. So we have that now. Next up, we come over to our main game from before. And we have main game.cpp, and we have, there it is. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to have extern save system. And then we're going to come here and put that into main game. And you'll notice it's going to throw some errors, or at least it should. Yep, there it goes. And this is over in our main guy, where we have where's that? Main guy, there he is. And we'll be able to copy this all through out here. And again, copy that there, copy that there, and copy that there. And finally, and then every time that we change rooms, what we're going to want to do is extern and basically when we change states is when we're going to want to save. So right here, after we destroy it, we want to do save. And let's see, where is it? Here it is. Ta-da! And when the game starts up, there won't be a save state. Ooh, that's not good. Save system. Finally, what we'll want to do is we will want to come over to Save System. And then the final thing that we want to do is here. So basically we have to make sure we set up the defaults as well. So now that we have that, we can load that up. And it'll be able to save everything. So if we come up here, and we load the game back up. Ooh, that's unusual. That should have worked. Let's see here. So we need to make sure as well that we output everything properly. And then std string temp. And when we output it, we want to make sure that we put in something there. So that'll be string separated. So we'll go through, come up here, and that should be set. Because we don't need that if they are if they are space separated. So let's try this again. There's that. Start it up again, and you can see that we have a basic save system all set to go. And you could of course save other data there as well, such as enemies killed and such, but that is a basic run through of the game. So yeah, so I am now going to be going to check on something real quick. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat, and I will get to them once I am back. So I will be back momentarily. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like there's any big questions people have. This will all be on YouTube. I know there's a few things we didn't do. Specifically, we didn't do enemy collisions, but really that's going to take you all of 2 minutes to implement. If you really want that, I highly recommend looking into it as like a homework thing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I've had a lot of fun making this. I've been craving making some kind of RPG like this before for like 2 weeks now. So if you guys are interested, I might go through and make this into some small game. But yeah, that is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please click that the subscribe button below, follow button if you're interested. If you're on YouTube, click on subscribe. I like doing these, but I like knowing that people like them as well. I plan to continue to do these. Next week, my goal, I don't know if we're going to get to this, but I'm going to try to make it happen, is I'd like to make some kind of very simple platformer game, similar to that of Mario. I'm hoping to have a little bit more prepped beforehand, so hopefully that'll all be set. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, see you guys next time. Oh, and for those wondering, I stream every day, or not every day, every Saturday at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Central. Eastern times, that's about 6 to 7 Eastern, Central time, or GMT, sorry. And, yeah, so if you guys are interested, this is when I normally stream. Again, I'm working on some other stuff, like a simple first-person shooter. If you guys want me to stream that, let me know. I'm open to just kind of throwing it on the air and letting people watch as they're interested. You're, of course, welcome to contact me if you have any questions. You can find my contact info in the description stuff side of things below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this again. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys later.